Hello, everyone, and welcome to the KKRLA postseason. It's the play-in finals, the three-game series between the number 7 Musical Strikers and the number 5, the Third Strikers. Currently, if you go look on the Discord server linked in the channel, you can find that I have posted a scoreboard link that I will constantly update every time that there is a pause in the game or a score. So please be able to be watching that. And there's not a lot to say except, Alex, I'm going to let you go into coach mode. Personally, how do you feel about being in the play-ins finals?
Well, it's our first time making it into the play-in finals, and we have really high.
Or like any sort of postseason thing,
Oh,
other than the losers bracket that got dismembered this season. But go ahead.
But it's our first time in one of these games, and we are really excited to play. And there's not much to say, but all I can say is that if we lose this 3-game series, then it's all right. At least we made it. At least we improved from last season.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. Under your coaching, it has been a lot. Also, it has been confirmed under the KKRLA that in Season 3 you have the game opener. So
yep.
That should be nice. But yeah, there's not much to say except just let me get the stream pulled up over here on the YouTube. And I'll pull it up in here in just a second.
YouTube.
But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, to get into the second ever play-in tournament, or the second ever play-in tournament and play-in finals within the 3-game series. Remember, each team has to win. Either team has to win 2 games, so they have a chance of coming back, depending if they lose or not. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I will try to keep the scoreboard updated as possible. And without further ado, let's hit the spectate button, Alex.
Let's get it started!
And without further ado, let's get this started here at Starbase ARC. And it's the Third Strikers hitting the ball away from their own goal. So a quick save by the Third Strikers. Third Strikers trying to keep some hopes alive. Here's Merlin for another shot. Third Strikers will send it down to the Musical Strikers side. Salty with an amazing save. Oh my, there came into play. Let's go ahead and, well, now let's go ahead and name off our players. On the Musical Strikers, it's Salty, Marley, Merlin, and Styx.
And for the Third Strikers, it's Samara, Raha, Ken, and Mitty.
All right, we love to hear it from you, Alex. I'm trying to keep the game as updated as possible. Like especially the time on the clock. That's really hard to manage. Because I have to stop it after every goal, so I just have my freaking mouse completely over the stop button. And it's the Musical Strikers with a lot of advancements in defense and offense, hoping to win this big game number 1. Because they're, almost for the first blood. Would you look at that? Just back and forth. Third Strikers now with possession. They're hoping to get the first blood. Styx will hit it away. And with the 50-50 between Khan and Marley, Marley will overall win it. So Marley's going to try to push it away, but Raha is going to keep it up in the air. So will Nitty. I mean, it's just a back and forth between each team. It's a big game 1 for either team. Raha is going to keep it up in the air. They're trying to make advancements. And Musical Strikers are just putting it up over there to get it on their side. And, well, I guess I should go ahead and give it to Alex for the next minute. Alex?
Well, both teams are really getting in this game, and both teams are really looking for this win in the first game, but they probably don't know we have 2 more games to go after this one. But I would say,
well, they should know. They made it this far.
Oh yeah. But I hope both of these teams play amazing, and they
and it's the Third Strikers with the first goal of the game, making it 0-1. With 2:48 left on the clock.
You stopped at 2:48.
I stopped at 2:46.
Oh.
I'm glad you're watching the scoreboard though.
This looks dangerous for the
Musical Strikers already looking for their next goal.
Third strikers, actually.
Oh, the third strikers? My fault. I wasn't looking correctly.
They're
Marley's got to come in and try and hit that away. Musical Strikers trying to send it away to hopefully get another goal. Salty keeping it up in the air, trying to hit it over as many third strikers players as possible. Sticks hit up in the air. Khan will send it over. Sticks will hit it away to the side. It's going to come back into the middle. Third strikers looking for their next goal right here. Salty going to try to hit it away. Get it. They got it. So it's not another goal for the third strikers right now, as the musical strikers are trying to put up as much defense as they can to try and pull off another goal. Marley will hit it away. Mitty will hit it back. Merlin will keep it over in the corner. It's just a back and forth fight in the corner. Merlin now trying to make some advancements. Baja will hit it up into the air, but that ball is still making its way over to the third striker's side. Here comes Samara, hits it. Salty will try to bring it over for the musical strikers. Merlin gives it a hit. Haha with a save. They needed that one. Salty will hit it up over a couple third strikers players. Marley tried to give it a tiny little side tap. Here comes Salty to bring it off the wall, putting it in their potential red zone. No. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Marley's going to give it that little extra tap. They needed that, but Raha will save their attempts. Merlin trying to take control over the ball. They're trying to keep the third strikers from hitting anything right now, as they don't have a lot of time to really. Samara will hit it over into the whole other side and making its way over to the third striker's side. Marley will give it up in the air and tie game! Wow! Musical Strikers putting the tie with 30 seconds left to go. Either team, by technicality, could score. So this is a lot for each team to win a big game one here, out here in Starbase ARC Aftermath. As they have it over on the musical striker side, the third striker's trying to find some efforts. Salty will hit it away. Salty said no to the goal. Salty's going to hit it off the corner. Salty going to try to bring it down. Raha is going to give the defensive effort. Marley is going to hit it away. Keeping it there. Raha's going to hit it down. Stick's going to try to bring it somewhere. And we're going to the first ever overtime in the play-ins so far this season. And the musical strikers are really trying to look for some quick advancements as Sticks goes over to defense. Marley will hit it away though, trying to do something here for the team. Merlin! They take the first game! Oh, would you imagine that? Wow. And that's the first game, ladies and gentlemen, as the musical strikers will take it, the series with a 2-1 win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on over, and real quickly, let me just change a thing.
Which one?
Yeah, well, in the scoreboard, I have to change the records. All right, let's press ready up and go into the next game.
Oh, it could be cool.
Yeah, because that's what you got to do to go into the next game to continue the series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The number 7 musical strikers versus the number 5, the third strikers, here back at Starbase ARC for game number 2. After a big timeout, waiting for the players to be ready once again. The musical strikers now currently have a 5-3 record, while the third strikers are sitting at a 4-4. Third strikers coming in here hoping to even it out in any way possible. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, go ahead and press that spectate button for us, Alex. Let's just get this win or go home situation for the third strikers. Let's just go ahead and get it started. Alex, press the spectate button for us.
Let's do this.
The
back
Musical
at it
Strikers
again.
hoping to pull out to go against the Kina Club this Saturday,
Immediately.
or it's either this Saturday or this Friday. Musical Strikers already looking for a quick goal. Couldn't get it as Outlaw will hit it away. Do we have the same players? We don't. Okay. So
Oh,
on the Musical
beautiful.
Strikers, we have Maverick, Merlin, Rainmaker, and Goose.
And for the third strikers, we have Samara, Outlaw, Settle, and D-Block.
It's salty, in case you didn't see. Rainmaker
Oh,
gonna hit it up and away. C-Block trying to give it up in the air. Barely had it in there. And Alex, do you want your 1 minute?
Sure.
All right. Well, for the goal for the third
Samara.
strikers.
The first goal going to the third strikers as they perform a very good setup for themselves. And let's quickly review the last game. They played amazing, but
All right. I'll come back at 3:19.
well, both of these teams are really expecting a lot for this game, and for the third strikers, they really want to win this, and so as the Musical Strikers also want to win this, but it's all about.
I mean, you can't just. Oh, sorry, I just cut in. Oh!
Rainmaker.
Sorry, I gotta give you a minute. All right, I'll be back at 3:19.
Well, it looks like that was an amazing goal from the Musical Strikers. Let's see if the third strikers can put up a fight up with the Musical Strikers. Really sending it up in the air, really trying to get it out the middle. Rainmaker hits it to the corner. Puts it up in the air. Who's gonna be there? And Merlin! I don't know where they put the ball. Looks like the third strikers really have to do something about this if they really want to continue in this game. It looks like we have the Musical Strikers hitting it towards the third striker's side again. Wow, it looks like it's really stuck there. Someone has to... Merlin! Well, that was an own goal, but... Wow. And 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Let's go into our fifth tip.
Fifth. Yep.
And it looks like the Musical Strikers hit it towards their side again. Rainmaker! Wow! Looks like the Musical Strikers are really pushing it.
Gosh,
this
I guess the
game.
Musical Strikers don't really want me to talk.
Looks like the third strikers really have to put something up. At 3:19. We're back. Alright. Sorry if I might sound a little bit sorry if I might hold up. Sorry if I might sound a little bit sick. It's because I kinda am. I have a sore throat. So.
Ah, fun. That's always fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, 4-1 here at Starbase ARC Aftermath with the Musical Strikers currently leading the series 1-0, hoping to pull out with this last win. Third Strikers hoping to go for another goal. Merlin will send it off its tracks. Samara will keep it up. Outlaw hits it out. Salty can't. You really can't do that much around these teams. As the third strikers will give it a long shot. Oh my, in the corner. What about that?
Scoreboard update.
Come on. Kamash? Come on. The third striker is giving themselves 2 minutes and 23 seconds to score 2 more goals.
It goes back to the Musical Strikers. Now the
Third strikers are really trying to push their chances here. Musical Strikers have been putting up immense defense, but Not sure if that really proves to be true right now, as it's just stuck in the corner.
Uh-oh.
They're trying to do something with it. Samara got shots on goal, but I don't really know how. As Samara gives it out into the middle. Can't really get the goal to pull off. Salty hits it, then Merlin does. C-Block hits it off of Maverick into the air. Third striker's really trying to pull something off here. Trying to get an amazing goal. C-Block comes in to put them within one. I mean, are you kidding me? The third striker's trying to pull off a very large comeback to potentially either send this to overtime or we send it, I don't know, for a win or something. But you never know what the musical strikers can pull out of their hat of tricks, into which they hit it over to the third striker's side to slow down some momentum.
Oh, that was a bad miss from the musical strikers I saw right there.
Samara going to hit it up into the air off of their right corner. Rainmaker will hit it down. I mean, it's just back and forth between these two teams. Salty trying to back up into the ball. I'm not sure if that's really the smartest idea.
Uh-oh.
We haven't seen a lot of success with that type of goal.
Wait, so
Or
did we
type of hit?
did we name the players?
Yes, we did at the start.
Just
And
make
the third strikers are trying to pull off something here as they got the ball over in the musical striker side. And my computer just died, so no more scoreboard updates until I get it. Until I get it back.
Uh-oh.
Musical strikers putting the ball in the net, making it 5-3, and making it even harder for the third strikers to attempt a potential comeback. And my computer does not want to turn on. There it goes. All right, now with 41 seconds left on the clock, this is a winner-go-home situation. The third strikers have really got to pull something out of their trick of hats right now, as the Maverick will hit it over in there, over to Goose. Salty trying to keep up with the ball. Outlaw will hit it down in the corner.
Well, it looks like this game is pretty intense for both teams. Both teams are really trying their hardest, and looks like the musical strikers are really pushing the third strikers to their limit.
Third strikers will block that shot. Only a couple seconds left. I don't think they're gonna grab it.
Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that ball's still up in the air.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, the musical strikers will be moving on
Coach mode.
into the playoffs for Saturdays and Fridays 5-game series.
Zane,
What?
gonna go into coach mode.
In just a second. I mean, that's one way to end a team's season. And now, I never really thought about it, but the third strikers now have as many wins as the Kena Club. But the musical strikers will be able to pull off this series run throughout the play-ins. And, well, without further ado, I think I should just go ahead and say, Alex, you can go into coach mode.
Oh my god.
Okay. Take a deep breath, look at what your team just did, and give us your reaction.
To be honest, I never expected we would go this far, but we actually.
Game. Let's just real quickly press leave match.
I never thought my team would get this far under my management, but now that I see this team has improved from last season, and now we're going to the. Where are we going, Zane?
Playoffs. You're going to the playoffs against the undefeated Kena Club. That sounds scary.
I know. What you remember what happened last time?
When you played against Kena Club, I can't remember if you had it close or not.
Yeah, we had it close. Like, 2 goes off. But I would say I'm very proud of my team for coming this far, and I want to thank the bots that they practice so hard.
All right. Well, let's get into the after game talk, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an extended after game talk.
The
So we're just
longest
gonna
after game.
so we're just gonna overview on every single game. We're just gonna put it all into one pile and overview on that. So let's get into the musical strikers offense. Doesn't matter what game they lose, what game they win, they will be talked about first. Whoever wins the series. And well, let's get into the musical strikers offense. The musical strikers offense played absolutely incredible. The best I've actually ever seen in a hot minute. And they played very well to have game one down to an inch and just pull off the defense on what they needed. They pulled off a big one. I mean, now their record is 6-3, so those 3 losses, they're hoping to keep only 3 losses. Alex, per se, let me just quickly ask, do you think your team can afford a loss here going against Kina Club?
I mean, if we lose to Kina Club, it's all right.
But here's the cool thing, is that the semifinals of the playoffs is going to be played at your home court, so you might have a tiny bit of home court advantage, but I really couldn't find any other stadium to play it at that had a big crowd. DFH Stadium has a very large crowd, and, well, the championships games will be played at, well, Champions Field. Champions Field is only used for those. But, Alex, what's your overview overall of the Musical Strikers offense?
The Musical Strikers offense put up a good match against the Dirt Strikers, as we saw them really perform kind of poorly in the first game, but then we saw them kick it up a notch and they started scoring out of nowhere in the second game, which was amazing to see them start to pick up the pace.
All right, well, we love to hear it from you. Let's get into the Musical Strikers defense. Holy crap. They played very well on defense. This is probably the best I've seen them play throughout the whole entire series, per se, and the whole entire season, per se. They played very well on defense, just getting a lot of blocks, just setting the ball off of its course to, if they didn't, that it would be a goal. They played very well. That's why they kept, the third strikers down so many goals. Alex, what is your overview of the Musical Strikers defense?
The Musical Strikers defense played incredible, in especially the first game, as we saw them. The third strikers were about to score their first goal of the first game, but then we saw, I believe was Salty, who came running down and blocked it as soon as it was gonna go in the goal.
That was impressive. Just
Yeah.
one of the third strikers players is trying to carry down the ball. Salty came in. It almost looked like he was trying to. They were trying to do a pit maneuver, but no. Salty just came in and sent that off the right side of the Musical Strikers' goal. So, anything else to say, Alex?
Well, they did kind of play kind of poorly at the end, almost at the end of the second game, as they were slipping up to let the third strikers catch up.
You can get a bit. Your ego can really bump up, and you can get a bit cocky when you have that much of a point cushion.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Maybe be cocky when you have like 1 minute left to go and you're up like 4. You can never be cocky and be up 3 because you never know when someone can pull a Kina Gamers week 1 game 1.
Oh yeah.
I will always call back to that because they scored their first goal with I think like a minute and a second left.
Wait, who's the team that played?
I'm pretty sure it was either the non-beaters or the Dafts. I can't remember, but let's get into the third strikers offense. Now the third strikers offense played pretty well to be their first ever playoffs. Well, not playoffs, but postseason performance. So I think what's the word? Kudos to them. I think that's the word. I could be wrong. I could just use the term completely and terribly. But, I think they played very well, but they were just unfortunate to lose 2 games in a row, which will send them home in packing, and we'll wait for next season. to see them play at any time. But Alex, what's your review of the third strikers
Offense.
offense?
The third strikers offense played incredible. They were they scored the first goal of the first game and also the second game. But I would say they did kind of slip up after that first goal. But in the second game, we saw them perform a kind of a comeback, almost a comeback to say, and they scored 3 goals. No, 2 more goals, I believe. No, one more, right?
I guess. And Alex, I will be right back. I just need you to after you're done with the third strikers offense, go ahead and talk about their defense, and I'll be right back.
Like I was saying, the third strikers offense played incredible, and they they were really coming back in the second game, right as it was about to end, but couldn't make enough time to score a fourth goal to keep it tied. And let's move on to the third striker's defense. The third striker's defense played amazingly in the first game as we saw them perform kind of a lot of defending to start off the first game, but then we saw them kind of slip up 2 goals that gave it away for the first game for the Musical Strikers. Then we saw them the second game, which they played amazingly at the start again, but then they let the Musical Strikers perform 4 goals on them, and the offense couldn't catch up to the 4 goals. But I, I s- and yeah, they still played amazingly, even though the the end of the second game. But even though Zane's not here, I will switch into coach mode and I'll have something to say to third strikers. The third strikers, we respect you in every way, and I would say that y'all played amazingly this game, and I hope I'm looking forward to probably a rematch.
All right, I'm back. So you're now on the third strikers defense. Did you end?
Yeah, I just wish the coach mode to say something to the third
You
strikers.
you just did? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I think the
I was
third
not.
strikers
Never mind.
defense played pretty poorly, letting some goals slip up and whatnot. So it was just not a good effort to try and win, a series to go against the Kina Club. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is it. That is the play-ins.
Can
Ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs will start Friday for game 1 and Saturday for game 2. So
then
thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And Alex, anything to say in coach mode?
uh I would say the third strikers played amazingly this game, and even though they lost, I will still have my respect for them.
All right. And
Good night, ladies and
Al
gentlemen.
Rumor.